how would you feel if a girl or boy you love the most say that I like you, but only as a friend? In a quite similar way, our parents also say the same thing. Follow your passion, but as your hobby. You know what? It may sound little harsh, but today we have a social prestige nonsense in our mind. That's why everybody wants to go in engineering, medical, and other 2-3 fields. But the harsh truth is, we end up as following the crowd. There is nobody to identify what is an individual could do with joy. Not even his or her parents, not even his or her uncle or aunt, not even his or her brother or sister. Nobody except the individual himself or herself. Then why we get influenced by the society? Why we get influenced by our surrounding? There is a kind of mentality in our society that डॉक्टर का बेटा डॉक्टर ही बनेगा. मेरे भाई ने सी लिया, इंजीनियरिंग की है, तो मैं भी वही करूंगा. मेरे घर में सब लॉ के हैं, तो मैं भी वही परस्यू करूंगा. ये कहाँ के प्रिंसिपल्स हैं यार? I am not discouraging anyone, but there are many people around us who had scored 90% in their exams, but they end up in a job or into that career where they are still unhappy, where they still work for weekends, where Monday mornings still feels like hell. And after observing such situations, all we can realize that in the end, we should always do what we love doing the most, rather than living someone else's dream. Nothing against people who study, nothing against people who scored good marks, nothing against people who make their parents proud. But we have to understand this, कि हर दिमाग पढ़ाई के लिए नहीं बना होता. Not all brains are made for academics, and majority of our parents and teachers will never understand this because they grew up in an environment where career options are limited. Like everybody was into medical, engineering, accountant, finance, MBA. But now we are living in 19, not in 90s or 80s. And in this golden time, with lakhs of different opportunities, even a hobby can also turn out to be a great career. But still, we observed a lack of direction, very confusion among youth about what to choose, what not, where to go and where not. And when nothing seems right, we let others to decide what they want from us. Sadhguru said, if the next generation became like this, then what's the point of having the next generation? भाई अगर 3G और 4G में डिफरेंस ही नहीं होता तो 4G का मतलब क्या है? So like me, if you are also at that point where you don't know what to do and what not, where to go and where not, then here are some solutions what I learned from my mentors and from different sources. Like I said before, that there is no one to identify what is an individual could do with joy except the individual himself or herself. So the first thing we can do is to try different things as much as possible. Just explore yourself as much as you can. Just don't rely on the fact that marks are the only way to be successful. Marks are important, but they are not everything. Don't restrict your education. So if you are in school or college, just keep taking part in different activities. Take internships because in the end, you are doing it for yourself. Another thing we can do is to take advice from a career counselor. Now I know that in our society, every individual is ready when it comes to giving advice. But a career counselor first asks about your interest and then on the basis of it, he or she will show you the path. But make sure that the person doesn't try to sell his or her product or service in the name of career counseling. And you will definitely find many well-known counselors in your area. Now the third thing we can make use of is internet. Now this is something our parents were not blessed with. There are websites like Masterclass and Grades Don't Matter, where we can learn things like photography, acting, filmmaking, designing, blogging, writing, entrepreneurship, startups, and the list goes on, and all by professionals at a very reasonable rate. And trust me, it is far better than spending the whole day on Netflix. So this is for those who are stuck into that 9 to 5 job and wanted to start something for themselves. So this one thing what I learned from my mentor, what is called side hustle. Now I'm not telling you from where you can generate the finance, but after coming back to work, just leave your comfort zone and make all the things happen. It will not happen overnight. Use your time as much as possible. Start saving your money. And you will reach a point where you can quit your job and fully focuses on what you love doing the most. Just ask yourself, how did you want to live the rest of your life? Like on your own terms or on somebody else?
Got it. भाई वैसे तो उसके बाद क्या कर रहे हो?